Power Ballad starring Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas is a pop song in movie form. It has an instant hook, it's infinitely memorable, and it ends without overstaying its welcome. Hey, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and get notified when new content's posted. You can tell we're heading into summer blockbuster season because a movie like Power Ballad premieres and no one blinks an eye. Sure, the media is reporting about Obsession and Backrooms, both of which come from prominent YouTubers, but Power Ballad is a competent, high-concept musical comedy starring Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas, and I'm just not hearing anyone talk about it. Rudd plays a former lead singer of a promising band in the 90s who now sings for the Bride and Groove, an Irish wedding band. He meets Danny, a former boy band member who is sliding from the limelight, played by Nick Jonas. The two form a friendship after the wedding Rudd was performing at, and the guys spend the night in an impromptu jam session. During that jam session, Rudd plays a song that's been plaguing him for years, which Danny ends up stealing to restart his career. It is as much about the music industry as it is about creative collaboration. The film does a good job of proving that neither Rudd nor Jonas could have developed that song whole cloth by themselves. What makes Power Ballad work is Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas's chemistry. It's a really good examination of why artists do what they do. We're going to talk about some light spoilers, but it shouldn't ruin the movie for you. The song that Rudd's character wrote and Jonas stole is aptly titled How to Write a Song Without You. Get it? Jonas made the song famous without Rudd? Cute. But what these guys have to face is, why are they writing music in the first place? Is it solely for the money and fame? I'm sure that helps. Rudd has to come to the realization that music, once it's released, doesn't belong to the artist anymore. It belongs to everyone. Anyone who forms a bond with it, who extracts their own meaning from it, who uses it to catalog milestones in their lives. The song in question is no more his or Nick Jonas's as it is the couple who slow dance to it on their first date, or the person who plays it loudly with the convertible top down. Who owns that feeling? Power Ballad is directed and co-written by Irish filmmaker John Carney, who brings a depth and warmth and humor to what could have been a forgettable movie. This is the fourth such film from Carney. He's done a string of films about musicians, specifically musicians trying to make it big. Once, about a pair of street buskers, which won an Oscar for Best Original Song. Begin Again with Mark Ruffalo and Keira Knightley, about a singer-songwriter who's discovered by a struggling record producer. And Sing Street, about a teenager who starts a band to impress a girl. Carney has found a niche and is firmly ensconced in it. Power Ballad explores two very different but equally frustrating sides of the music industry. The guy trying his whole life to get in, and the guy who is ensconced in it but is feeling the pressure to make music that might sell but doesn't really inspire him any longer. I won't tell you how it ends, but I will say that the ending didn't sit right with me. Was it Paul Rudd's character arc? No, it's there and it works. Was it that the story didn't resolve? No, it has a tidy ending too. So what was it that didn't sit right? Then it hit me. Power Ballad pulls an Irish exit. You know what an Irish exit is, right? When you go to a party and leave without telling anyone. The film resolves off screen. We're left to assume a scene happened and how that scene might have played out. I can't really spoil the ending because it's left to our imaginations. What I wanted was one more scene between Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas. A resolution. Their friendship is so real in the film. Two guys from different generations, but clearly musical brothers. They have this falling out and the situation gets resolved off screen? Power Ballad is better than I expected, despite the lingering feeling that I was Irish exited out of the theater. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Power Ballad. I'd love to read yours in the comments below. As always, film is about community. I'm Mike, and I love movies.